Another thing that all of you have access to, and actually you can't delete it even if you wanted to, is something called tasks. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn that on, and currently I do not have any tasks saved. You might have remembered from the Gmail movies that there's this little tiny side panel. You can click on it and it expands out. There is Google Keep, but that's a lesson for a different day. For now, go ahead and click on tasks. And as I mentioned, I don't have any tasks, so there it is, a fresh, clean slate. So let's pretend I add a task one, creative as that sounds. And so I have task one, and I did not assign it a particular date. And so if I zoom out to my month view, oh, sorry. If I go to my month view, I can't see this task. It's just here. It's on my to-do list, but it's not assigned a date. But if I click on it and edit it, I can give it a date. So let's say I need to get task one done on the 19th. I'm going to push OK. And then give it a second to catch up. But it's going to add task one to the 19th. And let's say I actually accomplished task one. I can see that task one is now completed. It's going to show up as a crossed off task on my list. And just to show how that looks in different views. So this is the month view. This is the week view. And so the tasks actually show up on top. And then this is the day view. Go to the 19th, where that task was. And so you can see it. And if I go, these are my completed tasks. And I was like, what if I looked at it? I was like, oh, just kidding. It's actually not done. I need to think about that again. It'll come back in and be a dark blue color. And then I can also add task two. And let's give that a date. Let's put it on the same date, actually. So you can see how they'll look side by side. So task one, task two, both need to happen on that day. Now let's go back out to week view. Let's imagine that I was able to get task one done. So let's cross that one off. Woohoo! Good job, me. But task two, I just ran out of time and now it needs to go over here. I could click on this date and switch it over and click on the 20th and move it that way. And I can also literally click on it one time and drag it over to the 20th. And now I know, okay, I didn't get that one done. Now I need to do it tomorrow. So that's an easy way to move your task list around. Another thing worth just noting really quickly is right here, I'm just adding the actual date, but I could add a specific time. So if this needed to happen at 3 p.m., then I can set it to be 3 p.m. and then it'll no longer show up at the tippy top anymore. It will show up, oh, I'm on the 20th now. It will no longer be at the very top of the list. It'll actually show up at 3 p.m. specifically. So if I go back out to my month view, I can see that it's supposed to happen at 3 p.m. or if there's not a specific time, it's going to be that solid dark blue line all the way across. I'll show you if I untick it. It'll show up in that dark blue all the way across. So if you wanted to add tasks, this is a really good way to do a to-do list. Maybe you need to pass out some form to your kids, or you need to turn in something to Mrs. Tejada, or whatever it is. You can write yourself a little reminder and it'll show up right there in your calendar as a task. And again, if you don't want to look at your tasks and you just want to look at specific events, you can turn off the tasks calendar and only look at it when you want to. Again, if you want to see the tasks as a list, all I did was I pulled out the side panel and clicked on this little task thing, and you can see the running list of things that you need to get done. So anyway, hope that helps. Just another way that you can use Google Calendar to do something really functional, and that's a simple to-do list.